A very good afternoon to all. My dear students, we have with us today Santosh Ghatpande sir, who is going to take a session as a music therapy, the medicine of mind. He has 17 plus years of professional experience in IT. He has also done his certification in music therapy and also counseled 1500 plus people at personal and corporate level. I hope our students will get benefited from this session and enjoy this session as much as possible. Over to you, sir. You can continue.
Okay, thanks for the introduction and welcome you all for this session on music as a medicine. I'm going to share my screen and show you a small presentation and we'll understand this subject via presentation. So, first of all, let me begin with some of the misconceptions that people might have or students might have about the music therapy. Because as the name suggests, music therapy is using music as a therapy or using music as a therapy or medicine for positive impact on the body as well as brain. So these are the misconceptions that I would like to clarify or begin with so that we are clear on what we are talking about. First is, if you want to take benefit out of music therapy, then you don't have to have any knowledge or ability or musical learning. Anyone, absolutely anyone, can take benefit out of music therapy. No musical knowledge or background is required. Everyone loves music, so that is enough. So everyone who loves music or can hear music can take benefit out of music therapy. No specialized knowledge is required as a patient or as a person to take benefit out of music therapy, so everyone is as a beneficiary. Just to clarify this point, I will just tell you one experiment that I have done in Pune's Sahyadri Hospital. In Sahyadri Hospital, there is a unit called prenatal care unit wherein pre-born babies are kept. Pre-born means those who are born in the 7th month or 6th month, 8th month before their maturity. So those babies were kept there. We divided the unit into two parts, and one set of babies were given daily dosage of music, 2 hours in the morning and 2 hours in the evening. When I say daily dosage of music, what was done was a pre-designed music was played there in the prenatal care unit of the hospital, 2 hours in the morning and 2 hours in the evening. Since the babies were pre-born, their weight was below normal, but we wanted to see the effect of music on their development. After 15 days, the result was the set of babies who were given the dosage of music had 36% faster weight gain compared to the other babies. So that was a magnificent result that we got. So if you can imagine, those small babies who were pre-born can have so much of positive impact of music on them. It's absolutely for everyone. Like all of us can get benefit out of music therapy. Secondly, people might think that live music is the only way to get music therapy. That's not true. Even with the recorded music, even with the music that we hear from YouTube or other ways, also music therapy can happen. So live music is not at all required every time. The third misconception is that only certain type of music is used as a therapy. This is also not true. Like some might think that only classical music is used as a therapy. Some might think that only certain type is used as a therapy. Even the upbeat music, even the latest songs, even the Bollywood music can be used as a therapy based on the purpose for which it is being used. So all types of music can be used as a therapy. Fourth one is people might think that listening to a radio or listening to any kind of music is music therapy. So, which is also not true. I always give an example that if you say that listening to radio or FM is music therapy, then it's like you are going to a medicinal shop, and since you like red color, you are asking that give me red color tablet, give me blue color tablet, give me pink color tablet, white color tablet, and all these tablets you are taking it together without knowing the impact. So listening to radio and calling it as a music therapy is similar to this. So listening to radio is not music therapy. Music therapy is actually listening to a designed set of music or in a specific way. And the last part is people might think that I have a bad voice and I can't sing. That's also a misconception. So I'll clarify more onto it. Students in this group who might think that they can't sing or they have a bad voice kind of thing, I'm going to clarify this their misconception by end of this today's session. Music therapy actually starts from here. This diagram actually shows some of the left brain centers and right brain centers and their functions. This is not so complicated. Let's correlate it with today's routine. If you think about today's routine or anyone's routine and compare it with the brain centers, you will realize that most of us are utilizing left brain centers heavily. Why? Because mathematics comes there, scientific facts comes there, analytics comes there, logical thinking, any reasoning, decision making comes there. All these are functions of left brain. Now, what is right brain then? Right brain talks about creativity, innovation, intuition, holistic thinking, etc. And these are the 50-50% of our brain areas. What we are trying to do today is we are trying to do everything utilizing just 50% of the power which is given to us, which is left brain. What about the right brain? Right brain has to be utilized. Why do we need right brain? Why do we need creativity? You might say that I'm not an artist. I'm not an artist. I don't need creativity. Why do I need creativity? My answer to that is everyone needs creativity. Think about 1 year before, we were dealing with a completely different set of problems in today day-to-day life. Our life was completely different 1 year before. And today, everyone is dealing with new set of problems. If the problems are not same as last year, then the solutions have to be freshly thought. Solution have to be newly thought about. This newness, this creativity, this innovation won't come if your right brain centers are not active. So to find new solutions to the problem or new solutions to the newer problems, everyone needs creativity and innovation. Now, where does music comes here? Music is the only activity in the universe which brings about equal development of left and right brain. There is no other activity which is comparable. Compare it with reading, compare it with drama, compare it with sports or any different kinds of activity. The highest brain activation, the highest areas of the brain gets activated with the help of music. So it's a holistic development of the brain. Even you listen to certain music for a certain duration of time daily, that can bring about so many positive activations in your brain. So that's where music therapy is the holistic development of the brain. Let's move forward. Uh, we will talk about music as a therapy and the definition. What is music therapy? A simple definition is spa for the brain. We always do spas and all those activities for our body. But what about the most important organ of our body, which is brain? We are always forgetting about it. Even if we think about exercise, we always think about exercise of the body. Even if we think about rest, we always think about resting of our body and not the brain. Brain is ignored all the time. But music or music therapy doesn't ignore the brain. It's the only activity which nourishes the brain. It's a spa for the brain. In music therapy, music acts as the medium to bring about positive change. Music acts as the medium. Any therapy will require a medium. Even the today's medicinal therapy, whenever we go to a doctor and doctor prescribes a medicine, that medicine is the medium to bring about some change in the body. Similarly, in music therapy, music acts as the medium to bring about positive changes in the body as well as brain. The difference is it brings about positive changes in the body as well as brain. So that's the power of music. It can be used to address physical, emotional, cognitive, social, and spiritual, all the needs of an individual. There are these needs of an human: physical, emotional, cognitive, social, and spiritual. All the needs can be taken care with the help of music. Now, let's do a small interactive activity. What I'm going to do is I'm going to play small pieces of music, and you need to tell me the mood of that music. Let's see if we can do that. You need to tell me what do you think is the mood of that particular music. I'm going to play it and you need to tell. Just can someone confirm if the sound is okay? Okay, no sound. I'm okay. Uh, who is the coordinator here? Ma'am, can you enable the sound while sharing?
Yes, sir. Wait, sir. I'll do. Sir, can you play now?
Okay, I try again.
राइट क्लिक करके अनम्यूट कर दो जिसका भी करना है ना इधर नाम आएगा यहाँ पे क्लिक हाँ कौन है वो सीरियल नाम आता है
हाँ, संतोष।
हाँ तो उनको वहां पे ये 3 डॉट पे क्लिक करना
Sir,
Mm-hmm.
Sir, the problem is from your side. From our side, it is already unmuted.
I'm also unmuted actually. Typically, when I share this and play this, this goes to everyone.
Okay.
But okay, I'm playing it again. Let's
Ah,
see. If not, then we will skip this.
okay.
Was it audible?
No, no,
Okay.
sir. It's
No.
not
Okay.
audible.
Okay. Okay. Okay.
त्यांना आहे ना थांबा कुठं
Let me try another way, and then if not, then we will stop and we will go ahead with with the other slide.
बोला ना हॅलो सर
Huh?
प्रेझेंट स्क्रीन ज्यावेळेस तुम्ही प्रेझेंट स्क्रीन करताय ना
Uh-huh.
तिथे तिथे अ टॅब ऑप्शन चेक कराल तीन ऑप्शन आहेत एंटायर स्क्रीन अ विंडो अँड
Huh.
अ टॅब हां
Huh.
अ टॅब सिलेक्ट करा
Uh, okay. पण ते प्रेझेंटेशन आहे ना त्याच्यामुळे टॅब मध्ये तो ऑप्शन येत नाहीये.
Okay,
So I'm
okay, okay.
showing from my screen, my laptop.
Okay.
Yeah, yeah. Just a moment. I'll just try one another way. Otherwise, I'll go ahead.
Okay, sir. Okay. No problem.
Okay. Let me know if now you are able to hear a sound. Okay, let's move forward. Actually, I wanted to give you a live experience of music. Okay, let's talk about benefits of music. Now, when I am talking about benefits of music, it's at an individual level for everyone. It's not that you only have to have some problem or some disorder to take benefit out of music therapy. These are the benefits of music for everyone. Anyone, absolutely anyone can take benefit out of this. First one is promote wellness. So music is not a medicine which works in a typical cycle that you fall sick and then you go to a doctor and then doctor prescribes a medicine and then you get well. So that's a typical medical cycle. Music therapy doesn't work typically in that way. The basic motto of music therapy is being well from inside, being positive from inside, so that nothing can happen to you. That's the promote wellness. That's the most beneficial thing about music therapy. Secondly, music actually helps in communication issues. Now you might think that kids might have communication issues. They are not able to express or they are not able to tell what they exactly feel or what they think. So kids might have that issue. Adults don't have. But that's not true. Even adults have communication issues. What we think here or in the brain and what we express, if there is a gap between these two, then the communication issues arise. And think about this issue in a corporate world. If you are not able to express clearly what you think, your ideas are not being expressed, then there is no goal for you, there is no value for you in a corporate world. Similarly, think about this situation in a relationship, any kind of relationship. If you are not able to express clearly what you think, then there is a problem. So the communication issues are across. Many people face these communication issues. How music helps here is, if you are musically active, that means that if you are doing some musical exercises, if you are singing couple of songs, if you are musically active in a daily routine, then these communication issues are minimized, because music, the process of creation of music or a process of singing a song is exactly same and rather more complicated than when we think and speak. So automatically all these centers are energized and activated when we do any musical activity. So communication issues doesn't arise. The third important benefit is memory enhancement. I believe for this group, this is the most significant benefit of music therapy, because it has been scientifically proven that musical memory is stronger than any other memory. Musical memory is stronger than any other memory. You can have so many examples of this. For example, if you used to listen to certain set of songs while you were studying for 10th, and today if one of that song plays, then with the help of that song, you are clearly able to remember all those things. You are able to remember the room that you were studying. You are able to remember all the uh, probably what study you were doing. The all minute things you are able to remember with the help of music, because the scientific fact says that musical memory is the strongest memory that a brain has. Now, if we know this for a fact, and if you want to convert it, then what we can do is, whatever you want to remember, associate a music to it. That's the reverse way of utilizing this fact. Now there are so many examples again. For example, there is a trigonometry song which is famous, which incorporates all the 12th trigonometry formulae in that. Another example is when my kid was in a second standard, tables were introduced to him. 2 ka table, 3 ka table. Now, when he learned table of 2 and then later on he learned table of 3, then table of 3 he asked me what is the tune of that table of 3. I said no, there is no separate tune. Table of 2 and table of 3 carries the same tune. 2 ones are 2, 2 twos are 4. Everyone has learned it that way only. But being a musical child, he was curious and he forced me. Then I thought and then I designed 9 different tunes for table of 2 to 9. And believe me, this table of 2 to 9 for a second standard student was a portion for 6 months, but he could memorize it in 2 days because they become 9 different songs for him and the brain was able to capture very easily. These are some examples of how music association with certain thing can increase the memory. You can design your own ways. If you want to memorize any boring text, and I'm sure there are so many occasions to do that in our examination pattern. So if you want to have any boring text memorized for you, then associate a music to it. Your brain will memorize it for a long duration. That's the memory enhancement. Next one is concentration improvement. Again, people think that concentration means only studies, only concentration in the studies. But brain doesn't work that way. Concentration is all about being completely into the activity, whatever you are doing. Being 100% in the activity that you are doing. That activity can be reading, that activity can be anything, but being completely 100% into that. And music enhances this focus. If you incorporate music in your daily routine, this focus increases. So whatever you do, you will be more focused in those activities. The next important benefit of music is anger management. Many people think that this is not required for me, but I have handled so many cases of anger management. Is some other person comes with a problem that this person needs anger management. It's never self-realized. Nobody thinks self-realization that anger management is required, but actually it's required for everyone. Music also helps in anger management. Pain relief is another area. I'm working with many surgeons in Pune and across Pune, wherein I design music for a pre-surgery. If there is a surgery planned 7 days, 8 days ahead, then there is an anxiety. There is always a fear of that surgery. To reduce all the complications and all those things before the surgery, a specific music can be given and all this pain can be reduced. Post surgery, there is actual bodily pain because there is a cut. So there is a bodily pain associated with that. To reduce that pain also, music can be designed and given. What that music does is it diverts the attention of the brain from the pain area so that the pain is not felt. Pain is not felt, and that's where pain relief happens. Immunity improvement is also another area which is required in today's world. Everyone is talking about immunity. So music improves immunity to a larger extent. And the last one is stress management. Music is considered as the most effective technique of stress management across the world. Now, there are so many techniques also of music therapy. These techniques are used as per the requirement. First technique is very simple, which is understandable. Everyone can understand musical listening because it can be done parallel to any other activity. While reading also you can listen to music. While driving also you can listen to music. Walking also you can listen. So musical listening is one of the technique of music therapy, which is heavily used because it can be done in parallel. But along with that, there are certain other techniques as well. For example, there is a technique called lyric discussion, songwriting, also a technique called movement to music. So it's not dance. It increases the gross motor abilities, movement to music, just tapping of foot using body parts to create rhythmic pattern. Playing handheld instrument is also a technique. So if you don't know how to play a musical instrument, but still, if you try to play a musical instrument, that itself is a very powerful technique. So if you don't know how to play a musical instrument, and if I ask you to play a musical instrument, for example, a keyboard or a piano or a flute, if I hand it over to you today, and if you don't know how to play that musical instrument, you will just refuse to play that. But if you try to play that musical instrument, even if you don't know how to play it, that itself is a very powerful technique because it increases the fine motor movements, and also it can have activation of so many areas in the brain which are not typically active. So that's also a technique. So next time, whenever you get a chance, try to play a new musical instrument because that is very effective for your brain. Next one is drum circles. You must have observed or you must have seen drum circles. Drum circle is nothing but different drums, djembe, and different uh, instruments are played together, which increases the social skills. Now the last one is a vocal singing. So I told at the beginning that those of you in this group who might think that I have a bad voice or I can't sing, I'm going to clarify this misconception. So let's talk about this. This is also a technique. Wherever I'm conducting these sessions, I'm actually promoting everyone to sing. And there are three main reasons behind it. First reason is, if you go back to the origin of music in any world, like across the world, if you go back to history of music, be it in India or outside, music is originated as expression of emotions. It was never originated as an art form. It originated as expression of emotions. So it's a natural human instinct to express emotions via music. Now, unfortunately, we are in a society wherein only 5% of the people create music and 95% of the people consume music. And we accept that. We are happy with that. 60% of the people, actually what happens is 60% of the times or 60% of the people want to sing, but they don't sing because they are afraid that their voice will be judged. There will be comments passed on to them. They will be judged by their singing and all those things. Actually speaking, music is a natural expression of emotions. So those should not be curbed, because if you curb that, it's going to harm you. So that's the first reason why I'm telling you that everyone and every time, whenever you feel like singing, you should be opening it out. You should be able to sing it out without thinking about reactions of the others. Second important point, whenever you listen to any song, be it a Arijit Singh song, Shreya Ghoshal song from outside, whatever that song is, if you listen to it from outside in the beautiful voice of Arijit Singh or Shreya Ghoshal versus if you sing the same song in your voice, in your own voice, whatever it is, however it is, your brain, your own brain prefers your own voice over these beautiful voices. That's a scientifically proven fact. नोट्स लगा के प्रूव किया है that your own voice is more powerful to your own brain than all these beautiful voices. So the same song, if you sing, your brain prefers your own voice over these voices. So that's the second reason why I'm talking about that everyone should be able to sing or everyone should express via singing. Third one is there are so many small kids around us. I'm talking about a typical incident that happens in every household. There are so many small kids, they go to school and then they are taught with nursery rhymes. Now, whenever a guest comes at home, then that poor boy or girl who is 2.5, 3 years old is asked and put forward and asked to sing a song. Now, that poor guy, that poor child has never seen his mom, dad, elder brother, uncle, auntie, grandmother, grandfather singing in front of people. Has he seen that? Does it normally happen? No. So that's a very stressful thing for that poor guy. But actually, music has so many benefits for the kids as well as for brain development. So if we have to pass it on to the next generations, if we have to have all these benefits, then the singing should be incorporated as a natural activity in every household. It doesn't require or have to have a specialized skill. I told you three reasons for that, that you should be singing for yourself. I'm not asking you to give a performance. Performance is different. But whenever you feel like singing, nobody should be able to stop you. That's the beauty of music. Now, if we talk about emotional disorders, the list is very long in which music therapy helps. Starting from ADHD, anger management, lack of concentration, lack of confidence, to some of the complex things like Alzheimer, dementia, depression, anxiety, personality disorders. All these are cured with the help of music therapy. This is also a list of physical disorders. So physical disorder starts with as small as acidity, sinus, toothache to as big as blood pressure, heart problem, diabetes, etc. In all these, music therapy acts as the supportive therapy along with the medicine. So the range is very large. Now I'm going to share you some of the tips and tricks how you can incorporate music therapy in your daily life so that you can get all these benefits. So the first tip is after a day's tiring work, like if you typically people listen to music morning and evening. Now if you want to choose a pace of music, what pace of music you should listen to, then in the early morning or morning time, you should go for a slow, calming pace of music. Slow music is better for morning time, and evening time also. People think that बहुत काम हुआ है, I'm tired and all those things. So evening also I should go for a a slower pace of music, which is not true. During the evening time, you should go for a upbeat, faster pace of music. So morning time, slower pace of music. Evening time, faster pace of music. That's the routine that you should have. Listen to 10 minutes in the morning, 10 minutes in the evening. In this format, you will have good benefit. Secondly, a 20-minute sound bath in a week. So what is the technique? Sound bath is a technique. So sound bath is nothing but play a slow calming music, whatever is relaxing for you, whatever is calming for you, play that music, lay down on and completely be in the relaxed physical position. And what you should do is you should do two things. One is imagine the sound flowing through your body from head to toe in a singular direction. Head to toe, imagine that sound is flowing through your body. That's the first thing. And second thing, concentrate on the pauses in between the music. Every calming or slow pace of music has certain pauses in that. So concentrate on the pauses in between that music. This entire technique, if you do for 15-20 minutes in a week, it helps you to relieve from all the stress of that particular week. This is a very powerful technique. Thirdly, music of a slow rhythm, slower than the natural heartbeat. So typically, Indian music, Indian devotional music has an inbuilt rhythm or rhythmic pattern which is very close to heartbeat. So if you incorporate 5 minutes of Indian spiritual music or devotional music, then it naturally controls your heartbeat. It also has a cyclical pattern. So it helps you controlling the heartbeat and the blood pressure automatically. A 5 minutes daily kind of thing will help you do that. The next tip is very, very important and interesting. This is proven universally. Global research has proven this tip that whatever music you listen when you are in the age of 18 to 25 years of your age, I'm sure all of you in that age, all of you are in that age, 18 to 25 years of your age, whatever music you listen to is helpful for your entire life. Whenever you want to have a mood change, if you want to come out of certain things quickly, if you want to have a mood change quickly, then when I conduct session for corporates, when I conduct session for senior citizen, I tell them that they should listen to music which they used to listen when they were 18 to 25 years of their age, because that has an instant effect. So whatever music you are listening to now is the music which is going to help you lifelong. So be very wise and choose your music correctly. Listen to good set of music. That's the tip. Lastly, I already mentioned about it that sing along or bathroom singing. I want to ban bathroom singing. Nobody should go to bathroom just for singing. Bathroom singing is a bad concept. I explained you why everyone should be able to sing, because that has so many positive impacts on the brain. So definitely everyone should be able to express it out. Everyone should be able to sing for their own brain. That's the motive of this awareness session. These are some of the tips and tricks which you can incorporate in your daily routine and get benefit out of music as a medicine or music as a therapy. I thank the college authorities for giving me an opportunity to talk about this interesting subject, a new subject in this induction session program. Thank you. I hand it over back to the ma'am. Thank you.
Okay.
Hello. Hello, Santosh sir. Thank you very much, sir.